On this episode of the Whiskey Tornado, we review the 2021 batch of Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey Tornado. I'm your host, Lance, and today we have a very exciting episode for you. I can't believe that I have a bottle of this, but it is Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. It's this year's release. It's the 2021 release. Thanks to Ray at Harvest Market for hooking me up with this bottle. I still can't believe that I actually got one of these. I've been wanting one of these forever. It's been a unicorn for me, and Ray at Harvest Market came through. So I just can't thank the guy enough. I cannot wait to get into this for you guys. Extremely hard bottle to find. People were waiting in line for like 5 days for this thing. It's going for thousands of dollars on the secondary market. Just absurd. So today we're going to review it. We're going to give it the Whiskey Tornado score. I'm going to let you guys know what I would pay for it. So without further ado, let's get into this. I still can't believe I even have a bottle of this. For just a little bit, because I'm sure I will never find a bottle again. I've already sent some samples out to my Patreon members, and I will be sharing this with my friends. So let's get into it, guys. For those of you new to the Whiskey Tornado, let me quickly explain our scoring system. We have 7 categories. We rank 0 to 1, 0.5 being average. 2 of those categories are handicapped. Those handicapped categories are appearance and availability. Then we rank the nose, palate, finish, body, and value. At the end, we add all those scores up. Any score of 3 or better is bar worthy, meaning it's safe to buy. You will be happy with that bourbon sitting on your bar. Any score of 4 or better is bunkersome. It's so good, you'll want to stash some away just in case the bourbon you love is no longer made. All right, with all that being said, let's get into the appearance of the 2021 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. So yeah, guys, I mean, what more could you want? This bottle is iconic. It's short, it's squatty, kind of like me. It's everybody knows this bottle when they see it. Everybody wants this bottle. I absolutely love it for its uniqueness. To me, it's like the quintessential bottle that you see and admire sitting on someone's shelves. For me, it's a 1 on appearance. All right, as far as availability goes, it's a big fat 0. I have never seen a bottle of this in the wild, and I honestly never thought I would get my hands on a bottle. So yeah, it's a 0. You're not going to find it unless you win a lottery, or you sit in line for 5 days, or you have a relationship with a manager. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the nose, guys. God, it's so good. It is so good. First thing that hits you on the nose is this, like, it's just overwhelming, like brown sugared oak. It is gorgeous. Super sweet, really sweet oak, dense. There's tons of caramel, brown sugar, little bit of like red fruits on the nose. You know, the nose reminds me a lot of the Rhetoric series, those like Rhetoric 22, 23-year-old bourbons. Nose reminds me a lot of that because it's just so much sweet oak and brown sugar. Now, on the Rhetoric series, the nose just absolutely blew me away, and then I was a little let down on some of them on the palate because it was too tannic, too drying due to the age. So this has the nose of that, which I love. I love that sweet brown sugared oak, which this is. That's all over this. God, it's fantastic. For me, this is about as good as a nose can get. I'm not going to give it a perfect score, but we're going to give it a 0.9. All right, moving on to the palate. Cheers, guys. Cheers to the Cardinals. Won 17 in a row, made the playoffs. Unbelievable. They had a 2% chance of making the playoffs at the beginning of September and somehow did it. I don't know how far they'll go, but cheers to the Cardinals. Cheers to you guys. September is my birthday month, so getting this is just, I mean, I'm over the moon about it if you couldn't tell. All right, let's get into the taste here. Oh, yeah. That brown sugared oak is at the forefront. It's the main note there. Let me take another sip because I just like overpowered everything. That brown sugared oak. It's sweet oak, not overly tannic. It's like right on the line. Like if they would have left this in the barrel, it's 12 years old. If they would have left it in the barrel anymore, it might have started getting a little too tannic, but I think it's just right. Oh, it's got like those typical Brown-Forman notes of like bananas Foster, and there are also some cherry notes in there. It's like if you had a banana sundae with cherries, and then somehow you made this like crispy like brown sugar topping to go over it, like this burnt brown sugar topping. If you mixed all that together, that's what this is. It is really nice. I love it. Yeah, sweet, super dense. That brown sugared oak is what's at the forefront, and then it transitions to those like caramel banana Foster notes with a little bit of cherry mixed in. And the oak is just really nice, not overly done. It's not overly tannic for being 12 years and a Brown-Forman product. Man, really, really good. We're gonna give the palate a 0.8. I've had better bourbons, but this is still really good. I love everything about it. We're going to give it a 0.8. All right, moving on to the finish. The finish is a little short. It's a little drying, a little short. There's nice, like, peppery spice on this. The proof is only 105 proof. So, you know, the spice isn't coming from the proof. I think it's coming from the barrel spice. It's just really nice. There's good peppery spice on there. Again, I think they pulled this when they had to any longer, and I think this would have got overly drying, overly tannic on the palate. It's not the best finish. It's certainly better than average. So I'm going to give the finish a 0.7. Okay, moving on to the body. I mean, what else do you guys want? Look how dark that sucker is. It is thick, it's rich, it's creamy, velvety. It's everything you want in the body of a whiskey. Just coat your mouth. Man, that caramel, bananas Foster, cherry note, all of that is really, really nice. We're going to give the body a 0.8. All right, moving on to value. Value is always a tricky one, guys, because this is a bottle you're never going to find in the store. If you want this bottle, you're either going to have to wait in line, win a lottery, or pay secondary prices, which I've seen several. These are going for several $1,000s, which is absolutely crazy. So when I rate value, I rate it based on what I paid, and then if they're allocated like this, I try to tell you what I would be willing to pay and feel happy about it if I drank it. I don't flip bottles, so I'm not going to tell you, yeah, I'd pay, up to $800 for this because I've seen them go for a couple thousand and I'm going to flip it. That's not me. I don't flip bottles. So I'm telling you guys what I would pay if I was going to drink it and share it with family and friends. So I found this bottle, again, at Harvest Market, thanks to Ray, for $144. I think MSRP is $130. I was fine paying $144, especially considering how highly sought after this bottle is. Now, having drank it, I would tell you guys that paying $144, I would rate the value as average. I'm perfectly happy with what I got. I think this is a $150 bourbon. It's really, really good. But if I paid over $250 for this, I would not be happy with what I was drinking. Now, if I paid $250 and I was going to flip it, that's a whole different conversation. But again, I don't do that. So if I paid, for this bottle, if I was going to drink it and share it with friends, I would probably go up to about $250. But we're going to rate the value average. We're going to rate it at a 0.5. And that brings the overall score for 2021 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon to a 4.2, making it bunker worthy. This is definitely a bunker worthy bottle. If you guys were lucky enough to get your hands on this, I think you're going to be very pleased. It's a great bourbon. I'm glad I didn't spend more than $150. I would have spent up to $250, but I certainly wouldn't break the bank for this. It is a fantastic bourbon, don't get me wrong. But those people who are spending thousands of dollars on this bottle, let them be dumb and spend thousands of dollars on this bottle. It's just not worth that, guys. But it is a good bourbon. So if you're ever at my house and you want to pour this, you're more than happy to it. Love you guys very much. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to be part of our Patreon community and support the channel a little bit more, you can go to the links in the description below. You can join for as little as $2 a month. It helps me upgrade camera equipment, lighting equipment, and keep doing these reviews for you guys. I love you guys all very much. Thank you again. Go Cardinals. Cheers, everybody.